evening. Thank you, Sarah. Now, I should probably say, Sarah didn't tell me I was going to have to follow that, so I'm nowhere near that interesting. I'll apologize, Sarah. But Sarah is, and she's going to read for us in just a few minutes. That was really beautiful. Thank you very much for inviting her. And I don't think she's in the room, so I can't tell her that directly, but that was fantastic. So I'm Katherine Sears, and I'm the co-founder of Book Trope Publishing and the Chief Marketing Officer. So I'm I'm one of the people that folks have to speak to about making sure their book actually sells. And it may come as a surprise to know that at Book Trope we believe that starts long before we're standing in a room like this one with a produced book. And so I met Sarah quite some time ago, and I think I read a very early draft of the book that we're all holding in our hands tonight. It's changed quite a bit. It's grown, it's expanded, it's contracted a few times. And one of the reasons that we were really excited to get Sarah's book in our hands is that it's a little bit different. And at Book Trope, we believe in different. We think there's a place for different, and in fact, I mentioned I'm in marketing, I think there's a market for different. I think people are looking for something new and interesting that doesn't conform always. So that's one of the things that we're always on the lookout is for someone who has a vision, and Sarah has that vision. Now, unfortunately, Ken, who's my co-founder and publisher at Book Trope, couldn't be here tonight, but he did send a message that he wanted me to read to Sarah. He says, and I'm not wearing my glasses, so I may paraphrase just a bit. It's very small text. You better believe I wish I could be there tonight to celebrate Sarah's novel with her and with all of you. I've asked Katherine to let everyone know, however, that Sex and Death in the American Novel is a title that I am proud to have published and that I regard as one of the gems of the Book Trope collection. Sarah has been a wonderful author to work with, and I only had to call her 2 or 3 times that I remember to ask her where the hell that hot book you showed me a draft of was. It was well worth the wait because the version we ultimately got from Sarah is a superb story that delivers what it promises. Sexy, entertaining, enlightening, and I'd even say inspiring, gripping, and did I say sexy? A provocative portrait of a smart woman's liberation, uninhibited, bold, and body. I love this book. Publishing books like this is what makes Book Trope fun. I also love Sarah, who has been a believer in the Book Trope project and a great friend, introducing us to so many others who joined the Book Trope community. So please, everyone, enjoy the celebration of a fabulous first novel and a great new book. And with that, I give it to Sarah.
Gosh. Oh, we had adjusted this. Doing this. Everybody can hear me now? Are we good? Okay. Oh, my God. Where'd Katherine go? Oh, she's right there. Thank you. And tell Ken, thank you. You guys are both in the acknowledgments, too. I put this into my little speech that I wrote up that I wanted to thank you for believing in me and making a place for my book when nobody else would have. I was pitching that book to agents, and they were already giving me these looks, right? 100 and how many thousand words was this book, right? And you have sex and Updike in there, and you've got quotes and all these different things, and they did. You kept following up, and you wanted the book, and that's a validation. Whatever other writers are in the room, that's a validation that all of us want, right? When you want a real publisher, you don't want to be publishing yourself or whatever. You published it even when there was too much gratuitous sex, or because there were too many literary references, or because it didn't fit into some ideal that you had in your mind. There you were making a place for a weird writer like me who could still say what she wanted and get published. And I wanted to thank everybody else, all the people from my mommy group, all the bloggers who have been promoting me and helping me out, all of my old friends, people that have been just asking about when is this book coming, when is it coming. And like Katherine said, I kept putting it off, right? Still working on it, still working on it. Where's Katie Flanagan? Okay, can you stand up, please? This is a beautiful woman here, not the way she looks, but everything she has done for this book since I first sent her the first draft. She was the first reader, one of the first readers, one of the first editors, and she held my hand through the whole thing. A wonderful, wonderful editor. And Joanne Erickson, where's Joanne? Hey, can you stand up? Hey, she was our copy editor and fixed so many of my, what do you call them, strange things that I do. So yeah, you're supposed to be making me look good here. Okay. And this is what editors do, right? They make you look good because nobody knows when you read the book what I did and what she did. You just see my name on it, right? So that's why I want to introduce Katie and Joanne. And Loretta Matson, I would like to have her stand up, if you will. She did this cover that I've gotten so many compliments on, and it's not me, everyone, okay? And she has been a great friend. She knew Vivi, who I stole the name from, stuck in here. We were in a writing group together 7 years ago, and so I'm really, really grateful to have you here with me today. And I'll let you sit with you on that. And everybody's like, you're standing me up. And Priscilla Long is here. And I just had to say, this woman wrote the book that made me believe that I could go from just writing whatever came out of my head to actually trying to make it wonderful and beautiful and great. And her friendship, and Jack Remick's here too, these people that I never would have thought would have given me the time of day, they're just so brilliant and great, are here at my book launch. And so I just wanted to thank you for everything you've done for me. And really, any writers in the room, go talk to these guys, because they're the gems of the Seattle writing community, and I don't know if anyone else knows that, but now you do. Okay, for me these events are wonderful as I get to meet new people who also care about books, and that's what we're here for. This is a celebration of books, art, music, and our writing community, because I really believe that Seattle is just exploding with artists and wonderful writers, and things like Book Trope are bringing that into the world and making it possible. So I'm really, really grateful to be a part of that. And I wanted to explain this for the people that don't know me. Everybody else totally gets this dancing and everything that I'm doing, but the reason I did this is that both music and dance, they allow us to get out of our heads and focus on our bodies and our spirits. As a writer, music allows me to access emotions, and a particular song or piece of music, a lot of times that's Marilyn Manson, I know that's really hard to believe with me, but it is, can serve as a placeholder in the world for what I'm trying to express. And until I'm able to get those words on paper, that's what I hold up, and that's the emotion that comes up. In the book, Vivi dances to escape, she dances to seduce, she dances to be free. Later, she and Alejandro dance both salsa and tango, and I hope that in these scenes, the reader would watch these two people leave their thoughts behind and enjoy their bodies and all that they are capable of, as in another activity that I spend a certain amount of time on in this book. Marilyn Manson said, "Music is the strongest form of magic. I hope tonight will help convince you of that." I found Maureen, that was our dancer just there, by one of my other writing mentors, and I was blown away. She not only embodies the sense of abandon, lust, and fearlessness that I was trying to capture in the spirit of that character, but she is also unashamed, outrageous, and totally, totally unique, right? Michelle Badillon was my first dance teacher. I took salsa and tango with Michelle, so it's incredibly important to have her here tonight because I was not writing back then. I was going to go to Argentina, I still am. I was going to go to Argentina and I was going to dance and I was going to do all these things, but I had always wanted to be a writer. And there are so many people that say they want to be a writer and they're not writing, right? So it's kind of like my two worlds just came together. So we're going to have Michelle dance one more song, then I'm going to do a short reading, and then we will go on to Maureen doing that number that got me so impressed with her in the first place. And then I will go back out to sign. I think I signed all the books, but if there's anyone else that did want a signature, I'll be back out there. And maybe if Michelle is amenable, she might give us a little demonstration. If not, she said she would hang around and mingle and talk to people about dance later on. So without further ado, let's get to the review.